Welcome.
Hi everyone, hope you're enjoying the talks and presentations today. My name is Daniel Simpson. I'm a Senior Business Analyst at EPAM Systems and I'll be your moderator for this session. This will be our fifth and penultimate talk of the day, which is on the subject of recurring payments for self-custodial wallets. And just before I hand over to our speaker, just a reminder that the session is being recorded and will be available to view online as a recording next week. Please feel free to share your comments and thoughts on the chat. And if you have any questions you'd like to address to our speaker, then please drop them into the Q&A and we will address them after the main talk. And with that, we hand over to our speaker for today, the Everdue's co-founder and CTO, Renat Skitsian. Renat, over to you.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I really appreciate it to be part of such wonderful conference. Thank you. Okay, let me start. So yeah, as you said, today we will talk about recurring payments for self-custodial wallets and actually for blockchains. Yeah, briefly, I am Renat Skitsian. I'm co-founder of Everdue's Incorporated, and we do software product for crypto recurring payment, and our vision that recurring payments should be available across any blockchain using the most popular stable coins with the best UI UX possible for end users and businesses. So why it's important? So we have in the current fiat system, we have push payments when originator initiate transaction to the recipient, and we have the same system for most of blockchains. But in fiat system, we also have pull payments when a recipient initiates the transaction from the originator to transfer value. By this approach, most of subscriptions works when we pay for YouTube subscription or whatever. But consider experience of user named Alex, who maintains several subscriptions for streaming services, software, online magazines, and all payable in cryptocurrency. With the current push system, Alex would need to remember each due date and manually process each payment. The inconvenience and potential missed payments could deter Alex and others like he from using cryptocurrencies for these transactions. And of course, it deters businesses to use blockchain for this purpose. Pool payments open huge possibilities for cryptocurrencies and blockchains. First of all, it's open possibility to use pool payments in software as a service businesses, subscriptions, scheduled payments, distributions like salaries, and etc. As well, pool payments it's crucial for donations, membership platforms like Patreon and OnlyFans and etc. And for sure, it can be used for rent protocols. It can be like digital rent, like NFT rent, like metaverse rent, and etc., or like real estate rent. And of course, invest protocols, because in the current fiat system, most of the investment protocols using subscriptions and recurring payments. So in fiats, for example, in fiat software as a service market size in 2022 was about 250 billions. Crypto SaaS market is about to form right now, and it can significantly improve market cap, increase market cap of cryptocurrencies. After this, I will share after the presentation. I will share the presentation, and you can check our full research. Let's talk about most popular networks and stable coins, because like for business purpose, we consider only stable coins as a payment solution. So the most popular and huge network where we have most of the stable coins, it's Ethereum blockchain. On the second place, we have Tron, and the third BSC, and the four last is like quite small portion of stable coins, but still it's a lot. So for the rest networks, we have like stable coin circulation about 2 and 5%, which is not relevant. So currently we focus on such blockchains for recurring payments, but yeah, we also consider that like this situation can change anytime. So, and the most popular tokens which can be used for payments, it's USDT, USDC, BUSDT, and DAI. It's by amount of holders and in market cap as well. Here we have also reference, you can check by yourself. So let's talk about how it's possible to achieve like pool payments in blockchain world, because blockchain actually optimized for push payments. We have signatures, and we like send the signature to allow to push funds from our account to someone else's account. But how we can do vice versa? So we have like several possibilities, and I will briefly go over them. The first option is a scroll account for recurring payments, token extension standardization, P2P recurring payments with account abstraction, or recurring payments through ERC20 approve and time lock proxy smart contract. Yeah, let's start from the escrow account. So the user flow, the following: user deposit his funds to some specific account and maintain tokens on this account, and from this special account, merchant able to pool the funds. And at the same time, like user can withdraw anytime funds and deposit it anytime. So it's the oldest solution, and it can work in the most of the networks right now. But the main problem with this solution is that we're forced to have like this account, escrow account standardization across blockchains, because, for example, if you use like or not even like in across blockchains, but across merchants. For example, if you have some special account which support one merchant, but second merchant support different version of account, and you like cannot pay from this account. And from our point of view, it's add additional complexity in UI UX, because users need to like maintain one more account and balance on it, and especially if gas required as well as gas. So currently in blockchain we have really a complicated UI UX compared to fiat systems. So, and this just add another layer of complexity. And the second issue is that it's not possible to use P2P payments. So you need to like pre-deposit funds to special account. So the second solution is account abstraction, which you probably heard about. Its solution now started to be available in Ethereum blockchain. Others blockchain is available for a long time, but anyway, so by this solution, you're able to program your account, external owned account, and have like extend this like signature verification by the smart contract. In this diagram, you have like delegable account. So with this approach, the recurring payment setup, it looks like merchant website deploys some special smart contract which like charge specific amount of money once each period. And when you visited merchant, when Alex visited merchant website, it received requests to approve after payments. When it's received after payments, you like save this account address into your account abstraction smart contract, and then when the time to pay, merchant able to send pull payment request to smart contract and withdraw money. And because it's a smart contract, you totally sure that so this smart contract will pull exact amount of money you want to be pulled. So it's provide significantly better UI UX for end users because it's works pretty the same as we have currently with our fiat system with credit cards, debit cards, and Visa, MasterCard, and etc. And it's support like wallet-to-wallet payments without pre-deposits and other stuff. But we have like issue right now. So currently, it's not possible to use this solution across all blockchains because like most of the users don't have account abstraction smart contracts. It's a question of adoption of this solution and standardization of some this smart contract in the wallets. And the second issue is this solution just doesn't work for users who currently hold USDT, USDC, but they have no account abstraction smart contract. Second solution, it's much simpler than those which we discussed before. It's time lock proxy. What is this? Consider experience when Alex visited merchant website, which has the same actually as with abstraction. He deployed some kind of contract, some recurring payments contract, and users do the 3 steps. First step, it's receive request for creating subscription, and it initiate approve function in ERC20 token smart contract to this smart contract, merchant smart recurring payment smart contract. And then in this smart contract, he executes the function and create the subscription. So like 2 transactions from the user side. And then when the payment date, so merchants do the same. Actually, it's initiate transactions, and because this contract have approved on spending tokens on behalf of the Alex wallet, he can use transfer from function in ERC20 token and pull funds. And we have audited smart contract which can be used right now, and you can check source code in this reference. the main advantage of this approach is that user don't need to deposit funds and can use like current Metamask self-custodial wallet, like Metamask's, like Trustwallet and whatever. But the cons is that user need to do two transactions, one for proof, the second one for create subscription, and pay like gas for that. And one more thing that need to be considered is that this solution require upfront approve. So it's some small security consideration, because if you will subscribe the following way, you will need to create a proof on like few months upfront, because like it's not possible to in the RC 20 to create some kind of recurring approve. So, and as I said, it's not ideal UI UX because of that. And yeah, the last solution which we consider is token extension standardization. And so the following way works pretty the same as account abstraction, but does not require users to have account abstraction, because recurring payment logic embedded into token wallet standard. And if users already holds like USDC, USDT, and this token supports these functions, you will be able to use recurring payments. So it's pretty good UI UX for end users, wallets, and businesses. And it works without account abstraction, so its main advantages. But yeah, it require like minor but still changes in wallets, because like user will need to understand that they execute like approve, but some kind of different approve, and it cannot be used like across blockchain, all blockchains currently, because like this standard is not yet applied. But in your reference, you can check the Ethereum improvement proposal about that, and you can check, for example, Venom blockchain, which is not in mainnet yet, but yeah, we also proposed this solution for them in the mainnet. So let's talk about gas. So if a user not initiate the transactions, but someone need to pay gas, so we consider experience when service provider like merchant pay gas from each recurring payment in stablecoin, because it's easy to use, and then merchants will have the same pretty experience which we have in the fiat system, because like currently if you will set up recurring payments through for example through Stripe, you will have some kind of commission like 2% or 3%, but in the blockchain we have not dependency on amount of money when but anyway, so you will have you will instead, if for example if you do payments for $10, you will receive 9 and something, so the rest will be taken to pay the gas, so some kind of gasless transactions. And so it's open. And the second one, like who will execute this transaction? So first of all, we consider that, and our smart contracts consider that, like users can execute recurring payment if it's needed, merchant can execute recurring payment, or like some kind of external protocol and or timer can also like execute transactions. So if it's protocol, we have like several benefits. First of all, like we have gasless transactions. The second one, we able to use batch transactions to pay less fees. So we can like combine several recurring payments and execute it in one batch to save some gas. And most important thing, that we able to do gas price discovery, and user will be able to use like any scheduled payments. So consider experience if you like want to pay to some merchant, but the current gas is too high. So by this approach, you're able uh, to initiate transaction, but the um, the tokens will be taken only when the recurring payment will be taken only when gas price is minimum. So it's lead us to our solution. It's Everduce. It's all-in-one solution for Web3 payments. It provides infrastructure, full infrastructure to accept payments and create recurring payments, distribute any kind of do any kind of subscriptions, memberships, and etc. So we have several products like Everduce checkout page. It's like widget which can be embedded to website. To like we have in the Stripe, for example, payment links. It's the same, but it does not require to have any website. You can like register your recurring payments and just distribute checkout page by link. And we have payment dashboard, which allow it's a self-managed dashboard where like merchants can register their subscriptions and recurring payments and receive statistics about their income and etc. And of course, our reduce SDK. By this package, recurring payments logic can be embedded into any application, both front end or back end. So that's all. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question or you interested in recurring payment solution, we open to discussion to discuss, and we we will really appreciate it if you have like interest into that. So we're looking for early adopters of this technology. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Renat. Very interesting solution. Just checking if we have any questions out there from the audience. Okay, don't see anything just yet. So just yeah, anyone watching now, just feel free to drop anything into the YouTube chat or to the blockchain communities boards, and we can air your question online. But perhaps while we're waiting, I'll just chip in with a couple of thoughts. So you mentioned that obviously this system kind of can support pull. It's because traditionally it's just been a push solution in crypto, right? Where you just you authorize a transaction and you pay instantly. So when you have a subscription with a merchant, can that have like an end date or a kind of a deadline for when, say, a merchant can pull funds from you into his account? Can you sort of constrain the system to with a time limit in that way?
Yeah, it's so yeah, by following approach we have like so much flexibility, and for example we can create time limited subscription. For example, when you have it can be used for the protocols which expect that you will divide like huge sum for few like it can be used, for example, we have like case when this education system, they have like huge price for the big course which holds for 1 year, and it's inconvenient for users to pay like upfront, so using crypto, and at the same time it's like manually processing transaction. It's too hard for businesses and users, and this solution can be applied, for example, to divide your this big amount on by the months and just pay like limited time. So when you have deadline in half a year, for example.
Yeah, sounds good. Makes sense. Where does the so where this logic layer that controls the subscription is that kind of published as its own smart contract in Ethereum, or does
Yeah.
that kind of like does that sort of sit alone somewhere else?
No. We consider like source of truth as a smart contract. So because it's managing funds, and so we need to trust between like merchants, between users, and we using smart contracts for this purpose. So it's like programmed inside like and user like agree on this and need to sign transaction for such amount for such period and etc.
It's interesting. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to control everything so that everyone's got trust, isn't it? And if I was say like a merchant or an end user, um, trying to, I guess like I'm thinking of like a bank system in real life where you would kind of go and set up a direct debit with a merchant, and you'd have then kind of have this agreement with the merchant. So how would the merchant go about setting that up with you? Um, I think you were talking about it in your presentation, but I was just interested. Is there like a sort of a traditional website that they would go to get this going that would create your parameters within the smart contract, or would they need some sort of at this moment would they need some kind of like programming experience in Solidity to do that, for example?
No, it's what actually our company do. Like we created simple dashboard which abstracts all this like unnecessary complexity. So you can just visit front end and just deploy the smart contract for you, and or use existing one if you don't want to pay like additional gas, and just start to use it as you. So we want to have like experience as Stripe have. So yeah, and but in the crypto. So um, yeah, that's it.
Sounds good. I guess to make things as easy as possible, right? To use all around.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What wallets or tokens do you kind of support currently with Everjuice? Do you have a kind of a set number that you're just starting with, or um, what's the range
We
at the moment?
yeah we can like actually extend, but currently we support uh, Ethereum network, BEC network, and Polygon, and we support USDT, USDC, and DAI tokens. So yeah, but we actively like searching for like new opportunities, and so if like customers want to pay in such some tokens, so we will easily add it, so it's not a problem at all.
Sounds good. Does that include Bitcoin as well?
No, we consider it only like stable coins for payment process because it's like business requirements. So yeah, we have like in plan solution to somehow abstract. So when you, for example, you can like pay any your subscription in any token, and it's like will be convertible and so to the dollar. But for now, just to start, we supporting only stable coins.
Yeah, sounds good. Just checking the boards at the moment just to make sure I'm not hogging the question time just to myself completely. Okay, it just doesn't look like we have anything just yet. So maybe I'll just chip in with one more. I was just thinking about your kind of use cases, like for now or in the near future. Do you kind of envisage your system being used by um, like a certain industry vertical, or do you kind of, do you see this being able to work with kind of any kind of industry, traditional, or is it? Do you think perhaps sort of tech users would be tempted to start using your system?
Yeah, yeah. For now, like the market, it's too early. So SaaS business is not in the blockchain yet, but currently we're working with startups or like projects who also like do their project inside the blockchain. So it's like blockchain project for blockchain community. But at the same time, we believe that with the development of blockchains, with adoption, for example, if we will have like CBDC, for example, and so we will have like a lot of users who hold their funds secured by self-custodial wallet. So our solution will be applied for like any industry, like real world industry.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about CDBCs at the moment, isn't there? Really interesting to see in what form they roll out in the near future. But, we'll watch this space, I guess.
Yeah, it's yeah, a lot of questions. So we don't know, like, yeah, but we investigate in this area significantly just to provide the service for these users. Yeah, but it's really depends of implementation, because like CBDC doesn't mean that we have self-custodial wallets, but we hope that it will be, because it's the whole point of having blockchain. And actually, like, yeah, we hope that like CBDC will use blockchain, not other system.
Yeah, I agree. That's probably the way that we'd all like to see CDBC tokens working if we see them. No, that's great. Well, I don't see anything anything more on the boards. So I guess with that, just want to thank you again, Renat, for joining us today. It was a very interesting talk, and good luck with your project. And I hope we'll all be soon using the system for instead of our direct debits and our standing orders in our bank accounts. And
Yeah, we also hope so. Yeah. And yeah, one more time, thank you for having me today. Yeah, see you guys. I will share a presentation for anyone interesting. So yeah, I hope like everyone will able to review it and like check everything I just talk about. So yeah, don't trust me, verify. I have all reference. Please check. Yeah, thank you.
yeah, thanks again, Renat. And just for this session, just want to say stay online for our final session of the day from EPAM lead software developer Oleg Klemenko on the topic of building blockchain indexer using Polkadot and Substrate.
Yeah, sure.